Hi everyone, this is Joseph from English with Joseph. So as you know, we're going through a series which is called Common Mistakes of Learners. Okay, well before I begin today's episode about common mistakes, I have to tell you that today is Ash Wednesday, and that's the day when people in most English-speaking countries will go and have ashes placed on their forehead to mark the start of Lent, the 40-day period when Christians are supposed to fast. It's not like fasting in Ramadan because Christian people can choose what they want to fast from. I can fast from television, fast from the internet, fast from the radio, which means I don't do those things in 40 days. And I think it comes from the idea that Jesus was in the desert for 40 days. The ashes that are placed on the forehead come from the palms of a ceremony the year before. So, for example, last year, I don't know what day, in Lent, there was a ceremony called Palm Sunday. And people went to the church and they collected palms, because palms were used to welcome Jesus into Jerusalem when he came. So those palms, or the palms which weren't given to the people, kept by the church, are burned and they make ashes from them. And those ashes are marked on the forehead today. English people generally don't really bother much with religion anymore. Catholics still do, and the Church of England, I think, still has an Ash Wednesday ceremony, but most of the other churches generally ignore it because it's not part of their belief or their tradition. It's very interesting because we have other rituals around this time, the 40 days before Easter, and one of the main rituals is to make pancakes. And so the day before Ash Wednesday, we call it Shrove Tuesday, the day that we make pancakes. I think here in Spain they have all kinds of other traditions, but the English tradition is to make pancakes on Shrove Tuesday. Now, I don't make pancakes because I'm not a very good cook, but I'm sure in the English-speaking world, many more people make pancakes than go to church. I think people prefer to cook. Religion in the English-speaking world is a very sensitive subject now, and people generally don't practice any religion, but many of them will still have an association with a religious belief or a religious body, but they won't actually do much with it. Okay, moving on to common mistakes of learners. Now, this is a theme we've been going through for the last while. And today I would like to talk to you about something which is very common. And that is this confusion between the letter E and the letter I. Now, to illustrate what I'm saying here, I'm going to use a Spanish word, which is vino, V-I-N-O, which in English should be vino. The letter E and the letter I are sometimes impossible to separate. It looks sometimes like they're identical, but actually they're not. The letter E has an sound. Now, I'm telling you always that when you make the sound of a vowel, the mouth has to come down, okay? So, is a vowel, so you can see the mouth is coming down, down, okay, so, exactly, exactly. Now, for the E sound, my mouth comes down and it goes a little bit vertical. Entertainment, entertainment. For the I sound, for words like inside, inside, you can see my mouth doesn't go as vertically, but it comes down and it starts to form an O, but it doesn't quite. Inside, 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 and I don't even start to say it until my mouth is on the way back up. Inside, inside. And the E is eh. So inside, inside. Now obviously I'm exaggerating these mouth movements a little bit. Well, you don't really talk like, but it's just to show you how the mouth moves, okay? So, of course there's exceptions because the letter E is not always predictable to have the eh sound. Sometimes you hear people using it with the E sound as well, like the word keys, for example. We don't say keys, we say keys. Keys with an A sound is something different. With an E sound it probably would be keys, keys. Now around the UK, with regional accents, you probably will hear that somewhere, but the standard way of speaking with keys is a little bit different because you have the letter E, E, E. So it's not it's E. Same mouth movement, a little bit different, okay? But the letter E, okay, is the same as the letter A. And then you have I, which is I. So let's look at some words. We have inside, inside, everything, everything. Now in everything you have two letter E's there. Thing. So you have two E's and an I. Every, everything. You see my mouth movement there? It's a little bit complex, but I want you to start to begin to hear the letter E and the letter I as being different. I never usually changes. It's usually always I. Usually always. It sometimes can change a little bit when it's next to a strong letter, but it's usually always the same. But E can be E or eh. For example, eggs, eggs. And we spoke a moment ago about keys, keys. Okay, but inside, upside down, upside down. Okay, the I is usually always the same. So I want you to begin just to hear the differences between the letter E and the letter I, and it's something we might pick up again in the future, okay? But the secret really is in the mouth movements. Even if you can't relate to what I'm talking about academically, or theoretically, or practically, whatever, the idea is that the mouth has to come down, and if you get the mouth movement right, you won't have to worry about the sound. Okay, well that's all from me. I'm using this new Dailymotion app, which unfortunately doesn't allow me to put all of my links under the videos, which I've been doing the last few days. I might be able to do it once I post it. It's strange, it's a very nice app, it's very easy to use, but it doesn't let me tag videos, nor does it let me insert text. So I'll be doing that shortly if I can. But anyway, my links as always, facebook.com English with Joseph, Twitter McTaggartJ7. You can find a lot of things on there. You can also find my books on Amazon. I think you might appreciate those. There's lots of English grammar books. You can also find my poetry books and some other things as well. You can also see my blog, englishwithjosephblog.wordpress.com. So there's many resources apart from these video clips. So I hope you found this useful. Please do take a moment to like my Facebook page and give me some feedback. I'm thinking over the next few days we might start looking at some English exams and the structure of them, beginning with IELTS. But as always, if there's anything else you would like to hear or like to see, please let me know. Okay, thank you, and let's talk very soon. Bye bye.